Hello friends, welcome back with another video. In this video, I am going to show you the various parts of a motor. As we all know, depending upon the supply and the application, different types of motors are available in market. The DC motors and AC motors. But the basic structure or the parts of the motor remains the same. So as in this video, this is the part of a juice grinder. I have removed these two parts from the juice grinder to show you practical view of a stator and a rotor. The purpose of this video is to show you all how the windings or the laminations of the stator and rotors are placed. So let's start with this stator. As the name states, the stator is a stationary part. Okay, and as we can see here, there are two poles. The poles are mounted on the stator. As this is of less than 5 kWh of motor used for a single phase application. Here, this is the two poles on which these are the windings wound. These are the copper wounds. These are the copper windings wound on a poles. As you can see here, the stator is laminated. We all know why these laminations are used: to reduce the iron losses, that is eddy current loss. So these are the copper windings. These windings are wound on the poles to generate the magnetic field. We all know the working principle of the motor. Okay, so see friends, this is the stator. Depending upon the ratings, their shapes and size can be differ. So these are the stackings, these are the laminations used to reduce the iron losses, and these are the windings, they are the copper windings, and you can also see these are the paper insulations between the poles and the copper windings. Okay friends, so the next important part is the rotor. So here, this is the rotor. Okay, and it is also called as armature. Okay, if in DC generator or a DC motor, you can also call it as armature. This is a rotor. As its name states, it is a rotating part. Okay, so same as here, this is a rotor core. Okay, there also laminations are there. Okay, to reduce the iron losses. Okay, and you can also see how the windings, the rotor windings are wound here. Okay, we know that the lap winding and wave winding, these are the two types of windings are there. Okay, depending upon the connections. Okay, the requirement, the windings have been done here. So I like to show you in the rotor. This is a shaft. Okay, you can see here, this is a shaft on which the blades or the mechanical load is going to apply here. Okay, and here, as this is a DC motor, here is this is the commutator. Okay, we all know about the commutator. Okay, the working principle of the commutator or the function of commutator. Okay, in the DC motor, we use the commutator to convert the AC generated voltage in this winding to the outside, to take outside from this through these brushes. Okay, through the carbon brushes, and I like to show you, these are the carbon brushes here. As this is a small rating machine, so the shape of the carbon brush is small. Okay, these are the carbon brushes used to give the supply or take out the supply from the machine. Okay, so this is the rotor. You can see here, these are the commutator slots. Okay, these are the commutator slots. Okay, you can see all view. Okay, and you can also see here, between this slot there are the laminations, there are paper laminations are there, okay, to avoid the losses. Okay, so you can see how this is wound, how this is manufactured. Okay, and this is small because this is in less than 5 kWh of motor. Okay, so now I will show you how this is placed in. This rotor is placed inside the stator like this. So you can see here. Okay, like this. You can place this into the stator. Okay, so now we all know the minimum air gap present between the stator and rotor. So you can see here the air gap between the rotor and stator is very minimum. We also know the advantages of minimum air gap. Okay, to maximum power transfer, the air gap should be minimum. Okay, so you can see here how the rotor and the stator look like. Okay, many times we are never aware how the structure or the practical construction of the stator and rotor. So I through this video I like to show you these stators and rotors. Okay, now depending upon the ratings, the size of this rotor and stator increases. Also this winding, this is 2-pole stator. Okay, 2-pole stator, and this is the, okay, there are many poles and there are many windings are available, my winding slots are available there. It's okay, and these are the carbon brushes. Okay, I hope you like this video. Okay, like and subscribe. Please like this video and subscribe. I hope you understand that the practical view of the stator, this winding, and the rotor, commutator, carbon brushes, and the shaft. Okay, thank you friends.